Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Coffee Man, and yes, you read it right. Minecraft and Call of Duty are now being mixed together. Well, not really, but sort of. So yesterday afternoon, a huge innovation for the Call of Duty franchise was rumored and leaked by a credible source, and it will be making its first appearance in Modern Warfare 2 this year. And that feature that we're going to be discussing is a custom map editor for Call of Duty multiplayer. And this will easily be one of the best and craziest things we've ever seen in a Call of Duty game, so please stick around for the discussion in this video. So first things first, I have to give credit where credit is due. This awesome information was first revealed in an article by Ralph Valve. I will leave the article and his Twitter in the description. His article was acknowledged as true by some credible leakers in the community who have pretty much always given true information. But as always, since this isn't officially confirmed information, know that it could be subject to change in any way possible. But let's go ahead and break down this entire article. So he starts off by saying, maps have become an issue with Call of Duty fans year in, year out. A map is either too big, too small, too complex, or too basic. It's hard finding that balance. It's either hit or miss for a player base with different needs and different ones. Maps have become a huge deal as to whether fans consider a Call of Duty game good or bad. With that expectation also comes the pressure on the developers with creating an album of hits for one of their most anticipated titles, Modern Warfare 2. And this is 100% true. Maps are one of the main factors for your experience in a Call of Duty game. Good maps are just such a refreshing thing that adds on to the replayability of the game. And within the past few Call of Duty releases, the lack of quality maps has truly reflected how important they actually are in multiplayer. Cold War and Modern Warfare had around 6 awful maps at launch, and that really just put a huge damper on the community with those games right from the start. And for me personally, it caused both those games to be near the bottom of my list if I were to rank the Call of Duty games in order. So the ability to change maps in multiplayer could help the community change certain things about maps to their liking to create a more replayable experience. Because really, some bad maps just could use the smallest changes to make them an actual good map. But moving on down to the next section of the article, he says that both Infinity Ward and Treyarch have plans with producing a community-led effort incorporating an offline mode, equipping players with the necessary tools for blocking out, mapping, and editing an already existing map, making relatively simple changes with the focus on altering the gameplay experience, paving the way for creatives to create. And I'm sure he meant creators instead of creatives. So from the sound of it, this will not be allowing us to create full out maps from scratch, kind of like the mod tools of Black Ops 3 on PC, which is what I originally thought this new mode would be when I first heard of it. But instead, we will be able to take already existing maps from the game and edit them to our liking to a certain extent. This is going to be an awesome thing because for some maps that may be considered bad, all it could take is some simple changes to make the whole experience better, like I said before. Whether it means blocking off a certain lane of the map, adding debris to a certain area, or cutting off entire sections of the map in general, we can now make necessary changes to make a map better as a community. I think we can all think of some personal examples where this could have been used in the past on certain bad maps. For me, it would be making Cartel and Cold War have less of an open middle area, or for Modern Warfare 2019 maps, making more buildings inaccessible to cause less camping and more player interactions in most of the large maps, especially in 6v6 modes. There's just so much opportunity with this to make maps better with big or small changes. Moving on down in the article, he says that modified maps will allow each creator the option of customizing spawn points, objectives, and restrictions, with the addition of completely changing the scenery of a level and its individual properties, such as crates and containers, thinking of a map like Shipment. Altered maps will be closely regulated. If a creator is approved, then they will receive a verified checkmark. So here he is talking about some of the specific things that can be changed, which I touched on a little bit in the previous section of the article. But the thing I want to focus on in this section of the article is the part where he mentions modified maps being regulated and having approval for creators. This raises so many questions about how this system is actually going to work if it ends up in the game, which cannot really be answered yet until we get some more official details about this map editing feature. It sounds like it could be similar, but not exactly like the Forge mode from Halo 3. If you guys don't know what I'm talking about, Forge mode in Halo 3 was an in-game map editor designed for adjusting weapons, vehicles, and prop placements within a map. While editing the map, your player would pretty much just become a floating robot who could spawn, move, and delete any object on the map. So the first question I ask about this feature in Modern Warfare 2 is, will it be available for all players or just creators chosen by the Call of Duty team, similar to how we always have the same content creators every year, you know, getting to see the game early and give us all the information about it? Along with that question, we can also ask about the statement of this being an offline mode. Does this mean that we will be able to use our own custom changes in private matches, possibly helping create fun game modes by playing, you know, with some of the spawns, cutting off certain areas of the map, playing with all the game settings and stuff like that? And will our custom map changes be able to be posted on something like a public list where it can be viewed by everyone and given a rating, similar to the Black Ops 2 custom emblems that could be shown to everyone? And also, what does it mean to be regulated, approved, and given a check mark? These are all questions that can only be speculated about right now, and there are a ton more questions to be asked. I speculate that everyone will be able to create their own custom changes in private matches, and that these changes will be able to be saved, similar to how you could save custom game modes by messing around with the game settings in past Call of Duty games. And from there, maybe your map can be viewed publicly, either from your player profile or from a public list of everyone's custom designs. And from this list, the Call of Duty team can look through these, place votes for the top designs, and choose a winner to be put into the main map rotation or its own playlist in the actual multiplayer of the game. I'm not 100% sure. These are just some simple ideas that come to my mind when hearing all of this, but for all we know, this could be just completely different. And finishing off this article, Ralph says, development for this mode was made fairly early in Modern Warfare 2's development, originally proposed and presented throughout Modern Warfare 2019's life cycle with an emphasis on the player experience. Infinity Ward plans to also involve the community in an effort by the studio to produce the ultimate playing experience. In addition to this newly formed sandbox, Treyarch intends to have this incorporated heavily into their unannounced free-to-play title slated for 2023. So it has been rumored that Call of Duty would be skipping the year 2023 and making Modern Warfare 2 a 2-year game, but now there are talks that there's actually going to be a free-to-play title by Treyarch, and some people are expecting a full-out free-to-play zombies experience. One of my personal favorite zombie YouTube creators, Mr. T-Lexify, has gone on Twitter and talked about the idea of there being customizable zombies maps with this new editing feature even on consoles, and that would really be an awesome feature to change some of the gameplay aspects of some zombies maps, saving it as your own custom map and then playing it just for some fun private matches. Overall, there's still just so much to be speculated about this new feature, and I think everyone in the community is really eager to hear some official news about it. It could really turn out to be a great feature and has the opportunity to involve community creators and their work into the Call of Duty multiplayer, with having these custom designs, like I said, added into the map cycles or playlists with community created game modes added into the main multiplayer experience. The ideas for this mode are as endless as the questions we have about it, but I would absolutely love to hear your thoughts about this new feature that we are supposedly getting this year in Modern Warfare 2. Leave all your thoughts and ideas in the comments below, and subscribe for anything and everything Call of Duty related, multiplayer or zombies. Hope you all have an amazing day, and I will see you guys in the next one.